What are the 6 trends that we will see in 2021? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena Saleh, the Edtech Guru, where we are disrupting Edtech and education. All right, let's do this. 2020 was a blur, but we will see that 2020 is going to drastically affect and trickle over until 2021. The first trend that we're going to see continue into 2021 is going to be online learning. Although the goal is that everyone will be vaccinated and kiddos will be able to return to normal for 2021-22 school year, the reality is that probably won't happen. We will see another year of hybrid remote style learning, not to mention that many parents have gotten a taste of flexibility. This doesn't work for all families, but it does work for quite a few families. They've also gotten a taste that students don't really need to be in school for 5 days. So we're going to see that that's going to shift how students are attending schools. And also the shift from public to privatization and the competition that's going to ensue between both of them. Not only is the vaccine not a be-all, end-all for returning kids back to school, it's going to be the budget of maintaining and cleaning that's going to affect that online learning model. Trend number 2 will be the rise of project-based learning. Project-based learning allows for students to have more engagement and more customization into the skill sets. What we find is that with online, remote, hybrid type of learning, it just doesn't work to teach skills in isolation. With project-based learning, you have the ability to hit all things at once. So it makes not only the teacher's job easier, but also makes for the students to want to engage and have a purpose for learning. Although it does take quite a bit on the front end to prepare students for project-based learning, it does have an immense value beyond the project itself. You'll see students will start to take vacations and trips to learn more about it, or they might check out books. They might have a bigger interest about something that they've had their hands and been able to have the ability to create a little bit more. The next thing that we're going to see is more teacher training. I don't mean teacher training about how to do data or how to take attendance, but really personalized professional development training for teachers. We've seen anything from the last school year, and that was that teachers were not prepared for online technology-rich learning. No fault for anyone. Nobody saw this coming. But what we've seen is that the world in which we live in has shifted dramatically. Large businesses like Google and Facebook, IBM and Dell, and really large technology-based companies and even much smaller ones have seen that their workers do not have to be in the building at all times. So it creates more of flexibility. What we'll start to see is that teachers will need training in more technology-rich tools to make sure that they can support that online learning for their students. In addition to communication, some other things that have really taken a highlight during this time. The next thing that we will start to see is more personalized learning, and that's going to come directly from student data. We know that there has been quite a bit of a slide during this time as a result of the pandemic and just the chaos of kids going back to school and starting in school and going online and then back to school and online, and just the different shifting that has occurred from this. It's really going to affect students in the long term. So we'll start to see more personalized learning with adoption of EdTech tools that can support that personalized learning, whether it's a Google Classroom and integrating different tools, or maybe it is a specific product that can help with those closing of the skills. That's where you're going to see students will be doing more things on the EdTech side of things, like using a program like Dreambox Learning or maybe IXL to just help differentiate for the students and to help them really with the skills that they are missing as a result of the pandemic. So we'll start to see more of that personalization occur and less of the teacher as the lecturer and more as the teacher being able to give more personalized, customized learning to the students and more of that one-on-one tutoring style. We'll start to see more of that in the classroom, whether that's through the teacher itself or through a paraprofessional that will be helping to assist those students, whether in a breakout room or in another modality similar to that. Another trend that will occur in 2021 is going to be accessibility. Still, we have students that don't have devices, and we still have many students struggling for internet and to just have accessibility in that way. But I don't just mean from devices. I also mean that many students, special ed, ELL, have not had support systems that they've needed to really thrive as a result of the pandemic. And so we'll start to see that there is going to be tools and different resources that will need to be implemented to really support those students' needs to make sure that they are also thriving in the same way that our traditional gen ed students are. And the last and final thing is my prediction for 2021-22 school year is that there is going to have to be flexibility within the school site. So whether the teachers no longer have a classroom and they're shifting from classroom to classroom, or students are moving from different areas, they're making use of outdoor spaces, and just really going to see an integration between interdisciplinary skills, whether the PE teacher is coming in and integrating with the language arts teacher, we're going to start to see more of that rich customization of skills and flexibility happening throughout our school sites and systems, and it's going to be very, very impactful. Not only that, but we've seen that edtech companies have really been very flexible as well, and they're starting to make tools that will meet the needs of teachers and students for the new normal or just the world that we currently live in. And so that's going to be really exciting. So the things that we're going to see in 2021 are the continuance of online learning, project-based learning becoming more regularized across K-12, and the impact that it holds, customized professional development and teacher training to support teachers to be online remote style teachers instead of having some kids watching Zoom and still sitting in front of their computer. We're going to see that there's going to be a shift in the way that teachers receive professional development and the way that edtech companies offer the professional development. Then it's going to be accessibility for students. So that's both making sure that students have the right type of devices and internet connectivity, and then also making sure that students that are not regular gen ed population have the tools and skills that they need to thrive in this online remote hybrid learning. We're also going to see more personalized, customized learning based on data, because we know that many students have a lack of skills that they have not acquired as a result of 2020. And then the last thing is going to be the flexibility of school, that school doesn't have to be 5 days, and that we're going to see PE teachers integrating and more interdisciplinary skills being woven throughout the school day, really providing more rich instruction for students. One thing that I did not mention that is going to be honorable mention for 2021 is going to be the roles of teachers changing. What I mean by that is that we're going to see more schools adopting grade level teams to create content that can be versatile for both online and in-person learning. So we're going to see all first grade teachers working together, all second grade teachers working together, all third grade teachers working together to produce content together rather than everyone working as their own team. This is not beneficial for either the school sites or for students or for teachers. It's just really burning the wheel when you let everyone create individually. But we also see that it ensues a lot of creativity has happened during this time, and teachers have for the first time felt empowered to create. So that will continue as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And until next time, bye.